Hello, and welcome back to the Learn to Love You show. This show is here to help you and me be a better us by learning to love ourselves. My name is Renita Hills, and I am the sponsor and the host for your evening. I am also the CEO of Voices of Victim, an organization that works with victims and survivors of domestic abuse, abusive behaviors, and sexual assault. Our goal, our endeavor, our end game, our vision, and our mission is to help people as a whole to move from being a victim to survivor and ultimately a thriver in spite of the abuse they may have endured. This is a show that's about us. We're going to work on us together, and I hope to give you some tools and tips to help you and me to be better at what we do. I promised a couple of episodes ago that we were going to open our shows with inspirational thoughts. Our thought for this evening is, and I want you to let it sink in for a second, I don't deserve to be hurt, even by myself. It's pretty deep, isn't it? Sometimes our worst enemy is ourselves. Sometimes we do more damage to ourselves than anybody else can do. And we talked about this before. Sometimes the most damaging thing we do to ourselves is we don't activate that wonderful two-letter word, no. We have to learn how to use and operate the word no without an explanation. We don't deserve to be hurt, even by ourselves. Take time and take care of yourself. You deserve to say no to somebody. And that leads and segues right into our topic for the evening. Today, we're going to do something a little bit different. We're not going to talk about one of the types of abuse tonight. We're going to do something a little bit different, but still in the same vein. Tonight, we're going to talk about self care. It is so important that we take care of ourselves. We have to take time to say, I'm important enough to take this time for me. So, what is self care? Almost self explanatory. It's so simple and so self explanatory, but still so hard for us to do. It's taking time to take care of you, not somebody else doing it for you, and not you doing it for somebody else. It's taking that time to take care of yourself and doing something that you absolutely love, even if it's just sitting in front of the TV with your remote control and binge watching your favorite television show. Yes, I'm snitching on myself. I have a couple of shows that I just sit back and watch and watch and watch, and it takes me away from everything that's going on in life. Take some time to enjoy yourself. Let's give you a couple of ideas. We have some very inexpensive ways to treat yourself. That is very important and it's in self-care because you don't want to go into debt to make yourself feel good, because when you finish feeling good and taking care of yourself, you're thinking about the debt. So let's think about some ways that we can do that's fun and exciting and that you enjoy. That'll be taking time for you. One, etch out time, reserve time. Make time. Have time that's just for you. I know this one person who will tell you in a heartbeat, you can call me any day of the week but Thursday. And we used to ask her, why not Thursday? Because that's my day off from work. Wednesday and Thursdays are my days off from work. Wednesday, I entertain and I cook and I look and listen to people. I talk to people. People can talk to me. I do whatever I need to do for everybody in the world. But on Thursday, don't bother me because I will not answer the phone and I will not open the door. She took an entire day that was just for her. Now, not everybody has that liberty, and that's okay. You don't have to take an entire day for self care. I personally take just 2 hours in a week when nobody bothers me, nobody talks to me, I don't answer a phone. It'd be something like I said, watching a movie. I will sit in put a foot bath, lavender scented or eucalyptus, either one, and I will sit there with my remote control and me some hot water with that bubbly scent stuff. Go. See, I won't have to do that when this is over. Soak my feet and let the world go away. There are other times when I'll take time and say, you know what? I need something that's more physical because believe it or not, physical exercise does the body and the mind a whole lot of good. Sometimes I'll go to the gym. My gym time is 4:30 in the morning. Don't laugh at me. Yes, I do get up at 4:30 in the morning and I get my workout on. I go to the gym, I work out, I get a good sweat. I come home, take a shower, and it clears my mind and makes it ready for the day. That's my time. This past weekend, I had a lot of yard work to do. I became Paula Bunyan and I chopped down some of them trees in my backyard. That physical exercise, the smelling of the fresh air, and when we cut up the wood, I felt so accomplished, but nobody was there to bother me but me. So you see, I had a mix. I have a mixture of physical activity to help me take time for me. Then I have another mixture of just relaxing and taking time for me. You find what's best for you and what suits you, and don't let anybody take that away from you. I sometimes paint. I write poetry. I'm an author. I have several books that are ready to come out. I do yard work, like I said, and sometimes I even travel. And travel does not mean going on a cruise. I drive an hour up. I decide if I'm going north, south, east, or west, drive an hour, find a restaurant, even if something as simply as getting a hot dog and drive back. Just the freedom of being away from the normal routine. You take time for yourself to relax, to refresh. And don't feel guilty about it. Don't feel guilty about saying, I'm going across an hour up the road to buy a hot dog and some fries and come back. That's your time that you need for you. Take that time. It is important. The one thing I have learned, and it took me a long time to learn this, if I don't love myself enough to take time for me and love on me and be there for me, who will? Who's going to love me if I don't love me? Who's going to see the value in me and in my time if I don't see the value in me and in my time? I implore, encourage, and I challenge you to take on some of that same mindset because sometimes when you put yourself there first and you take care of yourself first, it makes it a little more difficult for somebody to take advantage of you because you see your value. And not everything can step to you crazy if you see your value. I think Felicia Rashad once said, you don't worry about who's at the table when you know what you bring to the table. If you know who you are within yourself, it really doesn't matter that much who else does not, because the right people, they'll learn to love and appreciate you for who you are once you do. So we're going to learn how to just love on ourselves. Take out and start small. Don't try and take a whole week off and say, oh, I'm just going to love on me for a whole week. If you're not used to it, it's not going to be an easy thing for you to do. Start small. 30 minutes. I'm not going to listen to the phone. I'm not going to answer the phone. I'm not going to do anything, but do something that's just for yourself. Start out with something small like 30 minutes. If you got to break it down to 15, set a timer and challenge yourself to just love on yourself for those few minutes. And you'll find yourself enjoying it so much, you'll want more of it. It's a wonderful thing to disconnect from everything around you and just be. Well, you'll be so surprised how much better you'll feel. And think when you give yourself time to relax, to take time to appreciate who you are and in your skin. Well, I hope you learned something about tonight. I learned something tonight about taking care of yourself. If you need some more help or if you need some more suggestions, this wonderful thing called, what is it? Google. It's a wonderful tool. And just type in self help ideas. I found some wonderful ones, and I'm sure you will too. As you can see, I don't care about sharing my tips. So help yourself. Learn how to love on yourself and take care of yourself. So, with that being said, please like, share, subscribe. Have any comments? put some notes in the comments, and I promise you I'll get back to you as quickly as I can. If you need me for anything else, of course, put it in there, and I'll email you and get back with you as quickly as I can with as much as I can. And again, I hope you enjoyed the show. Um, we're gonna do something different each week. We're gonna do something different because I don't want it to always be a negative thing about domestic violence, abusive behavior, and sexual assault, because that's only showing your dark side of who you are and of the world in that arena. There are positives in everything we do. So we're going to delve into both sides of it. So until next time, remember, beneath your skin, behind your eyes, is a beautiful you. Learn to love you. Till next time.